Hey everybody, Truth Dog here, internet's favorite dog, back at it with another, I'll just say a crazy video. Wait, no. I forgot what I was going to say. Hey, look, the camera's actually focusing for once. Isn't that amazing? What happened? What happened? The one time that I'm actually filming and not wanting to get actual like video footage, but just filming comments. It doesn't even matter what's on the camera today. I turn it on, and this is what we're working with. What was I going to do again? Don't do drugs, kids. Oh yeah, talking about how, yeah, the title of today's video is going to be, that's Enoch, in reference to Enoch the Freestyle Prince. How nobody's waking up, that's my opinion, that's what I'm going with. What do we got here? So I had a comment once. What are you talking about, you fucking schizo? Okay, so this is a good comment. Hey, look, you can read it. By Reva Clay. The, what do you call it? Clay and iron. But Reva is not iron, she's clay. I kind of have mixed feelings about the dislike button. I mean, I like it, but then I don't like it at the same time. Why am I talking about this? Oh yeah, I just wanted to draw attention to this comment because it helps explain something in my previous video. If you haven't noticed, I'm just fighting these ones out. I went a long time without making videos because I'm like, I want to make sure that I make really good videos. And then I was trying to make really good videos and I'm like, these aren't that good. So now I'm just fighting them out and I don't really care about anything anymore. At least I'm doing something, and if you like it, you do. And if you don't like it, then you can't click that dislike button because YouTube is taking it away. Ha ha ha. But I really don't. I don't give a fuck, as Eminem would say. He'd say, I don't give a fuck. Or any of the rappers really, those bad-tempered, foul-mouthed people are just terrible examples to the children, not like fucking Truth Dog, eh, mate? Yeah, I can't. What the hell is wrong with me? Yeah, but she's saying all this stuff, and she makes a good point. Dislike button, just yeah. See, these are things I didn't cover in my video because I just fart them out. And there's actually a lot of things that I wish I say when I do videos, and then I look back at it and I'm like, good enough, and out it comes. But I still think YouTube might be weird without it, because without the dislike button, you won't know the likes or dislikes. It could mess the algorithm up. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, the old YouTube algorithm, it's running perfectly fine up until now. There's no problems or kinks in that operation. But anyway, so this is what I wanted to say in my video. That everything I'm talking about basically comes down to this. Everything they do basically comes down to this. With removing the dislike button is ultimately a form of social engineering, telling people that they can either like something or have no opinion at all. The other thing is it's probably going to result in more negative comments, which is worse. So that's another thing I didn't quite discuss in my video about removing the dislike button. It's all part of their plan. As I said, everything is loose. They just want to make everything miserable and everyone unhappy, because that's what makes them stronger, you know. They're like the opposite of good people. A good person will do a good deed and will enjoy making others feel better and, you know, spreading good vibes and all that shit. Bad people, the ones that are seemingly in control of this whole mess, they're the opposite. So the whole agenda, it's very sick and it's very hard to prove. But basically, they know what they're doing all the time. They're removing the dislike button so that trolls will have to make comments, and that's even worse because a dislike is just very impersonal. But being like, you know, wash your hair, you greasy fucking long-haired loser, Truth Dog, kill yourself, get a job, you fucking schizo freak. You know, like, they'd say stuff like that, and that's going to get me. That's going to get me hanging myself far quicker than if I was just to see the dislikes. So they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. And another comment I got is from, I got a couple. This one was deleted, I think. I didn't delete it, but see, this happens a lot. So many are waking up. See, it's weird. I got the truth and truth seeker. You have to be very suspicious of anyone who puts truth in their name. You know what I mean? It's like how what do you call them? Jehovah's Witnesses say that they are the truth. You know what I mean? I don't know. That whole Jehovah's Witness thing. You're like, a witness, isn't that like someone who saw a crime or some shit? You know what I mean? Like, what did these poor people see? These Jehovah's Witnesses. Anyway, touch wood. Hey, is that one at the door? Have you looked up Mark Allen King? Lines Israel and his work with Gematria. He says they started lockdowns when. So this comment does not exist. It does not exist. And I even looked So either they deleted it or YouTube deleted it. I don't delete comments. I do not. I did not delete it. Oh, hi, Danny. Yeah, so there's that, but this is the one I wanted to talk about. Jesus Christ. I was going to say something. Oh yeah, I just want people to know, certain people with discerned eyes, I can see your comments before you edit them. When you send me, when I get a notification for a comment, it'll tell me what it says before you edit it, so be careful what you say. Just telling you that, okay? I wasn't going to say anything, but... Anyway, many are waking up. Let's just go to the actual comment itself. Hey, see, hey, they edited it. This is case in point in case, whatever. Many are waking up. So this is what they said. They don't want anyone to read this. Many are waking up. The other day, a British media outlet posted a video about the Queen, and I was amazed at the number of comments. I saw accusing her of eating children and adrenochrome. I can't read the rest, but that's what it said originally, and here's the edited version. So exactly what I said. I can see what your comments say before you edit them. I see all and I know all. Pretty much. Many are waking up. Here's the video, and this is the whole point. 6 minutes in. This is something that I did. God, that whole hey Google, hey Siri, that is so retarded. Ugh. Genius, that's weird. Anyway, so this is a video of
very dignified and proper around the Queen. But of course, sometimes nerves get a better view. Check out 9-year-old Nathan, whose meeting Queen was in
E.T. Canada.
You see, look at his face. He looks petrified.
The kid right in the middle there?
Yeah. Okay. So he's with his parents, David and Carrie, who are
the only decent person in the room. She's clearly psychotic. Holy shit, she's scary.
Here comes the Queen. Let's just watch this happen.
Also, like, look at the narcissism, right? She'll reveal. She literally says, "This is my adopted child." So fucking weird, and inappropriate. But see, you know, they're a mixed couple, and that's all you see. If you're paying attention, and I'm not trying to get myself cancelled here, but if it hasn't happened now, it probably never will. See, they're a mixed race couple, which is beautiful. It's great to see. You never see that these days in every single commercial or TV show that you watch. You literally, it would be great if we couldn't escape it, but we can. Anyway, so they're a mixed race couple, and the narcissism. This is their adopted son, and they even got a mixed race adopted son. But this bitch goes to the trouble of saying, "This is my adopted son," to the Queen, who's not a reptilian who eats and drinks the fucking blood of children. I don't know. The volume. The children's scared. The child's scared for his life. That's funny. The kid's afraid of being eaten by a fucking reptilian vampire. Oh, what a riot! This is our adopted son. Look at fucking body language. Such a psycho. Our adopted son. That was the code we agreed on, right? When I delivered the product to you, the adrenochrome, that we would call it the adopted son. That's what we agreed the package would be, so you know that this is the one you're allowed to eat, the adopted son. That was what we agreed I would say, so that you knew. Fucking kid's scared for his life. These weirdos.
Right out.
Like, not only is he running from the Queen who's going to eat him, he's running from his fucking psychotic parents who are offering him as a blood sacrifice.
That's the greatest thing I've ever seen. Yeah.
That's the greatest thing he's ever seen? Did he just get LASIK surgery that minute? Like, was he blind the rest of his fucking life? How is that the greatest thing he's ever seen? Yeah, the child, yeah. That's the greatest thing I've ever seen. This child looking incredibly uncomfortable for good reason.
I'm just petrified.
Okay, so I'm back. I had to delete the video froze because I ran out of storage. Too much gay porn on my phone. Not that there's anything wrong with masturbating to gay porn all the time, but apparently the phone said enough is enough. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh, Lady in Red, I forgot to mention. The color red is usually the color of blood sacrifice. You know the old theory about Paul McCartney being dead? You'll notice on the Sgt. Pepper's, which is the first album he officially took over, the fake Paul McCartney, Billy Shears, whatever. Paul has his back to the camera with the other three beetles. So I don't even really think of the other three beetles. The whole Paul is dead is just so that people are focusing on one thing and they don't notice the even worse conspiracy that all of them were fucking replaced. But I digress, as I tend to, as I have to. Yeah, they use the red background is code for blood sacrifice. So you got the lady in red, blood sacrifice. Here, as I was saying, the Paul is dead thing. Yeah, there's a lovely view of the trees. So see how sidetracked I get? Let It Be. And on the album Let It Be, you got the other three Beatles, and then you got Paul with the red background, and what else? Sgt. Pepper's back cover. So you got Paul with his red background. Yeah, that's the official thing. It also helps to have his back to the camera because his plastic surgery was still healing or whatever. But yeah, once again, I digress. Let's get back. The whole point of this video is meant to be how I believe that people aren't waking up. I actually considered not continuing with the video because I looked back at what I had before I ran out of memory, and I was like, it's a decent enough video. It's better than most of the turds I've had lately. Right, let's keep going and just ruin the whole thing, eh?
Right? And so what happened? So he forgot, like, he sort of starts to bow.
No, I think
They do this stuff all the time. They're just covering, for the truth. They're programming the NPCs exactly what to think of it. Which brings me somewhat to my next point. The whole point of the video is, sorry, I went and got myself some nuts. The ones where they walnut. Yeah, that's useful information to everybody, isn't it? Walnuts and apricots, nice mix. You get your iron, you get your protein. Nice blend there. Child is the only one in the room. So yeah, the person that sent me the comment basically alerted me to the fact that all these people, it's actually astonishing. I would say 90, if not 95, if not 95.1.6% of people in the comments are saying this stuff, which is very impressive. Oh, this was a year ago. I thought it was more recent. When was it? Yeah, okay, 2018. Wow. But a lot of the comments are more recent. Child is the only one in the room who knows what's really going on. That's called trusting your instincts. Absolutely, got 30 replies there. That's the top comment. For those who don't know, the top comment is usually the one that has received the most likes and the fewest dislikes. The way that comments are ordered is not only by like but dislike. So dislike engagement will actually push it down. And that's what you get, shills disliking comments that are of this nature on most video comment sections, so that they're buried. And that if you want to find the best comments or the most true or just the most opinionated, you'll have to scroll all the way down to the very bottom. The other good trick to find honest comments is go to newest comments, because then you get to see the ones that are made. Hey, yeah, we got the truth who commented recently. So there you go. Hey, from one truth named person to another, helping them out there. This is not a joke. The child can see in the spiritual realm. So what I'm pointing out here is this looks pretty good, right? This looks all well and good that all these people, virtually everybody, as I've said, you can look through the comments yourself. You can see them here. If you know how to use that pause button, give it a go, and you'll see that I'm not lying for once in my life. Everyone in the comments. That's actually, it doesn't matter how far you scroll down. If they're not saying something explicitly about reptilians and adrenochrome and blood sacrifice and all that weird shit that these the royals do, they're definitely pointing to the fact that children are more aware. They see things that adults don't see, like animals, cats and dogs, woof woof, can see things that other people can't see. And at a certain point, your pineal gland becomes decalcified. At least that's the narrative. And through, fluoride tap water and meat and dairy, all animal products are actually fucking poison for you. They'll give you cancer. The number one killer is animal products. It's not fucking rock science to figure out that that's karmic. And it's, everyone believes everything they say is a lie. But that old food pyramid, the fact that every commercial is about eating animals, which if you think about it is just blood sacrifice, literal origins of blood sacrifice, offer an animal to Satan for murder. Drink the blood. That's what you're doing when you eat meat. Think about it. Parasites. The downside is that if you do become vegetarian or vegan like me, you'll be as annoying as me. You'll have all this energy and all this, you know, all these racing thoughts, and you'll be very hard for other people to tolerate. So that's the one downside to having a pure diet. And don't you dare fucking come out with me with that animal plants feel pain shit. Don't you fucking dare. That is literally bullshit. It's like, what's closer to a person, an animal or a plant? You know what I mean? Anyway, I'll talk about that at another time. I feel like I'm very much derailing this for the worse, you know what I mean? Sometimes I derail things for the better. But anyway, we got all these comments, and it's all well and good. It's actually amazing to see all this stuff. But is it believable? No. And as I've said in the past, they are upgrading these portals, these NPCs, which are the majority of people around us. We live in a video game, right? A video game that you cannot win. It's rigged. It's rigged. Skill-based matchmaking. We live in a simulation that is rigged against us. And as the few real people who are actually playing this game are raising their vibration, raising their consciousness and awareness, and becoming aware and actually spreading this kind of information, they're having to upgrade the NPCs, the normal people, the normies around us, to fit in, so that we keep communication with them, we keep that line of communication, we keep interacting with them, giving them our energy, giving them our false hope, giving them our information, our coordinates, you know, all that kind of stuff. And it's like machine learning. It's learning from us how to appear like us. And that's why I made a comment in my previous video about the dislikes, how they're upgrading these things so that they can actually officially talk and even converse with us about these things. And even in this example, make comments like this. But can you like, okay, why are they leaving these comments up? All of them like this. Why are they leaving all these comments up? That's suspicious, okay? And all these people are making these, like, they all got together and agreed, let's all of us just be aware of the queen eating freaking children and all that stuff. Like, this is not normal. This doesn't make any sense, you know, that there's all these people. So I feel like this is just an example to give people the false impression that people are waking up. But at this point in time, I honestly believe that if you are not awake to this level by default, then you will never wake up, because it feels like time is running out, and it feels like, you know, it's close to the end. I know it's probably not, because they haven't gone to all those their agendas, like full-on transhumanism, alien invasion, all of that kind of stuff. The simulation within a simulation, going to Mars. They haven't gone through all that stuff. That's like at least another 50 years of hell to go. So people think the world is going to end any day. Corona. Whoops. Shit. God, I hope I don't get demonetized for that, or video deleted. I was talking about the beer. Drink alcohol, kids. That's, I'm probably okay to say that, but if I say the name of the other thing, I get fucked. Anyway, so do you guys kind of know what I'm talking about? How this alone, it on the surface is good, but it seems suspicious. And even people in my comments, this is what I'm talking about. One of the reasons that I stopped making videos is I'm looking at the people who watch my videos and comment on my videos, like them, and I'm looking into them, and I'm thinking, you don't make sense. Yeah, you like my video, you agree with that, you say these things, but then you do these things and you say these things, and it's contradictory. And I really feel, honestly, that real people at this point, they're not really contradicting themselves in any big way. And so this, I feel, is an example of them just upgrading the portals. And it's almost like how the reason that they invent superheroes is so that people can, it's that kind of psychology where it's, you look at Superman, it's like in the back of your head, it tells you that someone else out there will save the day. You don't really need to go out there and do good, because there's people, the good guys like Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, whatever, out there doing good for you. It's in the back of your head, and you just feel like, okay, I don't have to make videos about this kind of thing, because people out there are already making comments and all that sort of, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being negative. Maybe there are this many awakened people, but yeah, I don't see. I honestly believe that the real people in this place, the number of them is incredibly, the percentage is incredibly small, and this kind of thing, I don't know. I mean, you could one by one look into all their profiles. But see, that's just my opinion. That's my opinion, that they're upgrading the portals so that they can be more like us for all those long-winded reasons, maybe nonsensical reasons that I outlined. But anyway, so the energy of this video is completely dead. What did you think of this video, Canadian ET guy?
That's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
True dog out. Woof woof.